Oh, hey again, everyone. It's kind of a fun time to visit with you guys and everything. Hopefully it's a fun time for you as well, because it's a special day. It's my birthday. Thank you for the comments if you want to wish me a happy birthday. But there's a lot to get to here. A nice little update here to really kind of get some beefy information out to you guys and some fun stuff in general. Just kind of roll off the top of my head and let you know what's going on. And it's been a little bit of sparse type of stuff in the past month and whatnot, but we had some issues getting the commentary stuff continuing forward, but it's going to resume this Friday with myself and Steve Frazier returning to the Elm Street series with Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare, which is going to be all types of wretched, horrid, terrible nonsense. I'm so glad he's going to be there with me because I cannot endure that film alone. The last time I watched it, I was left in a horrible, just bent out of shape type of mood. Just no fun for me at all. So Steve's there. I'm going to be there. We're going to be recording it, having a fun time, hopefully, and come out of it not feeling too fucking bad. So hopefully the wretched horridness of the film will create such an entertaining podcast for you guys to enjoy here on the YouTube channel. And eventually get up with Trent again, do some commentaries for like Seagal films. And I pitched it to him and he was all for it. That when WrestleMania time comes around in a couple of weeks, we gotta do No Holds Barred. We gotta do it because we're wrestling geeks from the 80s. He's still marking out for stuff today. Not so much WWE, more like TNA, indie type of stuff. But we were born in the 80s. We lived in the Hulkamania era. We watched this film 20 times or whatnot. We've got to do it. We just got to do it. So I got the DVD. A couple weeks, we'll get together. We'll put that out there and have some fun times. So that with Trent and Steve, we'll be doing Freddy's Dead, and they'll do New Nightmare. And then we'll move on to something else. Figure out what we want to go towards and everything. As things pick up, because a few little things happened along the way. Steve had a bit of a sad passing in his extended family and whatnot, so that took some downtime, and he went out of town for some other things. So we're getting back on the horse, getting back forward. I told him, whenever you're ready, I'm here to do it for you. And so we're moving forward this Friday, recording the commentary, so it should be out on YouTube this weekend for you guys to thoroughly enjoy. So that's some good stuff. And because it's my birthday and I just got my tax return, so there's a lot of stuff to get into, a lot of stuff I purchased to kind of roll past you guys and see what you feel and think about everything. But the one thing that was purchased for me, aside from the belated Christmas gift for getting new boots where I don't feel like walking around on a slant or anything, but that was from my sister. And also she got me Nighthawks on Blu-ray. Because I have a whole bunch of stuff on my Amazon wish list. And apparently this was the only one still where I had a high priority, had it marked as high priority on the list. So she figured, that was marked high priority, I'll buy that. And I was like so game to get my hands on Nighthawks with Stallone and Billy D. Williams as a buddy cops. It's not a funny film or whatnot. It's a really tight thrill. I did a review of it back in 2013. Go back and watch that. But fact of the matter is, Nighthawks is it's one of those underrated Stallone films that doesn't get as much notoriety as like some of his other stuff. First Blood and Rocky movies and a couple other things like Copland or whatever it is. Nighthawks is like kind of a really interesting and different type of like, almost, it came out like 80, 81, but it's like so much of a 70s type of cop thriller that was originally written as like the third French Connection film. So it's got some really good stuff in it, and this is the Shout Factory's Shout Select release, where they actually, because there were two songs, Brown Sugar from Rolling Stones, and another song that was, they lost the rights to over the years in home video pressings and everything. The only one previous to this that had those songs was like the original Disco Vision Laserdisc release, which I was kind of teetering about maybe getting, but I'm so glad to have this. It has a whole bunch of interviews on it, which the interviews are all right, but I keep watching some of these Shout Factory featurettes. It's like, I could edit these a lot better. Hire me. I can make these things look a lot more exciting in a certain way. I could really make, really wish they just put a little more effort into it instead of just cutting to a a random clip from the film just to bridge over an edit in the interview. Otherwise, they just stay on the same shot of the interview for like 5 minutes. You can really make these things more interesting, which kind of leads into me working with my friend Josh Hadley. We are putting together a featurette for a German Blu-ray DVD release of the Italian exploitation film Beast with a Gun. You might know as Ferocious Beast with a Gun, Ferocious, Mad Dog Killer, Street Killers. There's a whole bunch of titles. But we've been working on brewing this up for a long time. We got hired by a German distributor and everything. So I've been working on putting that together in recent weeks after I finally got all the stuff and got the copy of the film, which is done for like a 2K or 4K master or whatnot. So looks really good. If you guys have any inkling about what this film really is, if you've ever seen Jackie Brown, that's the film that's playing on the TV set in Bridget Fonda's apartment and everything, where Samuel L. Jackson and Robert De Niro are there. So where they think that's probably enough for Rutger Hauer, but it's Helmut Berger. So that's the film we're covering, and I watched a good deal of it as a really good film. It's a really good piece of like just hard-edged cop thriller type of stuff, man. It's just really good stuff, and it's probably just gonna be like a Region B Blu-ray release or whatnot, but it's just gonna be a cool thing. I'm really chugging away on it. I got interviews from Brad Jones on there, and Peter the Cinemascus, Mr. Lobo, Glenn Criddle, who works with Joss on his Lost in Aesthetic podcast, radio internet show, and everything. But that's coming together really well. Josh saw a good deal of it that I put together. Just wanted to put it out to him to see what his opinion was, make sure I was on the right track with everything. And I still got a good deal, a bit more of the interview footage to cut together, to splice together to really create a really good package. Maybe about 10 to 15 minute long featurette on this really kind of cool, edgy, interesting type of exploitation film from Italian cinema and everything. So cool stuff there. And my friend Oliver Harper is really going to like this because, again, we're going to get to him a little bit here too. So, but fact of the matter is, I got Hard Target on Blu-ray. I just got this today. I was like, and I watched his retrospective on the film, because if you guys have not seen Oliver Harper's wonderful channel with all his retrospective movie reviews, his commentary tracks, all his other stuff that he does with his friends Richard and Duncan, wonderful stuff. And I'm surprised. I was like, he put this out 3 years ago. Put this retrospective out 3 years ago. I'm just buying it now. Why have I taken so long? But I finally got it. I finally got it off of Amazon because a little later story here. But I did sign up for a month of Amazon Prime to get free shipping, free 2-day shipping on another item that I was very excited to get my hands on. So tax return, birthday, lots of money, Amazon Prime. Why not pay a couple bucks and get myself some more Van Damme? So I'll be watching that soon. And what I did is I did get the Amazon Prime thing for, because I picked up the Quality Complete Blu-ray set, the complete series on Blu-ray, because it was released by Mill Creek a few weeks ago, and it wasn't being sold in any of the stores around here. Or at least when I got there wasn't any copies left. I guess like so many retailers were sold out on this and various other things. So I just signed up for a month of Amazon Prime. I got my free shipping and made everything worthwhile, and so on and so forth. And of course, the long story short here is the fact there is I intended to do a Blu-ray review of this. I shot it, and then I started ripping footage from different seasons here, and it's like, season 2 I could rip it with the software I had, but then 3, 4, and 5 weren't being compatible with my software. And so at first I thought that the entire project was dead, because I couldn't find a software that was gonna do what I needed to do, convert into the formats I needed to, blah blah blah. But thankfully, my friend Oliver, he contacted me over the weekend and said he had gotten a discount code for the software that he uses, PavTube BD Magic for Mac. And I had checked it before, but I guess I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I don't know what the hell I overlooked. But it did end up actually doing everything that I needed to do, convert to the right formats and all that type of stuff, and work with the disc. So because of Oliver Harper, the whole review is back on the books, and I'm working on compiling as much pertinent footage from the sets as possible to make that happen for you guys. So that's in the editing queue right now. And the next full thing I'm going to be doing here, the next full-on film review, is going to be a franchise retrospective, which I haven't done in like a year and a half since I did the Final Destination retrospective that was like an hour long, covering all 5 films. But back in January, I still had my Netflix and everything, and I saw that they put up all the Christopher Reeve Superman films. And I started enjoying them again, and started watching them, and I've been constantly on this focused track to do a franchise retrospective on all the Christopher Reeve Superman films. So I finally got the Blu-ray set, and I got this. The seller was a little odd in a certain way. I won't get into semantics or whatnot, but it said it was in Niagara Falls, New York, which kind of makes sense for kind of ties into Superman 2 there. But apparently, it ships from Niagara Falls, but he's based in Canada, so that's why you have all the kind of international ratings markings on here. But thankfully, your Warner Brothers stuff is region free. They own their international rights, so there's no coding issues and whatnot, and everything should be perfectly fine. I've been just holding off any urge to watch these until the time was right, and I have 3 days off to enjoy this. I gotta watch like 8 hours worth of film and then produce a video and everything, so a lot of work. Won't get it all done in 3 days, I'll guarantee you that, but it'll be the it'll get things moving forward and see where things go on from there. But it's a lot of stuff to rip off of this, and a long process in the post-production thing. But the fact of the matter is, it is coming, and probably after that, I will most likely be eyeing the Manhunter review, Michael Mann's film from 1986, the adaptation of Red Dragon from Thomas Harris, because it's been coming for a long, long time. I originally tried shooting that review about 2 years ago. Things didn't quite work out because I just wasn't on the best point. I was shooting it late at night. I kept not being able to get it done in one night, so things kept falling apart. This is going to start off fresh, and now I got the Shot Factory Blu-ray and everything. I've got the new software to rip all the footage I need to, which also means I'll probably end up doing stuff like Invasion of the Body Snatchers 1978, The Exorcist 3 Blu-ray review and everything, all that type of stuff, where I can get the footage off the second disc that has the director's cut. Everything, just the floodgates have opened. Just like, because like I said, I had tried out that PavTube software, and whatever it was, I thought it didn't do what I needed to, but thanks to Oliver, opened me back up to give it a second look, and it did everything I needed to. So because Oliver, such a great friend there, didn't even know it was my birthday, so without him knowing it, it's his birthday gift to me. So thank you very much, Oliver. And again, his link will be in the description below if you want to check out his channel, or if any of you have come over from his channel to my stuff, I greatly welcome you over here. So thanks for checking things out and giving me a chance. And a couple other things is that my friend Tim Wilkens from the Chicago metal band HEMI has been helping me a great deal lately, because my film that I shot like 10 years ago, The FIXER, which has been post-production hell for so long because when I was writing this script for this feature-length noir thriller of sorts, I was watching so much Miami Vice that all this soundtrack stuff just seeped into the script, and it's been such a difficult task to get the vision for this film put together in terms of soundtrack, because I created this whole climactic sort of montage sequence where all the emotional baggage of the film comes to a head and moves the climactic momentum of the film forward, with In the Air Tonight from Phil Collins, which is one of the most unique pop songs that's ever existed. Not easy to find something that emulates that type of style. And after so many years of trying to use music supervisors, trying to use other musicians to approximate what I need, Tim finally got to the point of getting into the studio with myself and the fantastic producer of A.J. Kolar of Tag Music Studios in Lombard, Illinois, who also produced the HEMI Undivided Intentions album and their Motorhead tribute EP and everything. This guy's wonderful. He's fantastic. He's amazing. incredible time of work, and they created a very fantastically slick, powerful audio track for this whole thing. It really sounds really fantastic. Still have a few little things I need to kind of tweak for the narrative and emotional type of segue and everything that I need the film to really follow upon, and of course with all the editing I have to do for the sequence. But in large part, this is an amazing piece of work that's just wonderful type of stuff. Is going to create such a fantastic piece of work for the film. So the release of this film is so much closer than it's ever been, and I thank these guys tremendously from the bottom of my heart. And still a little bit of work to go, but goddamn, it's fantastic. So I got to devote a little bit more thought and energy towards that in the next couple of days, really kind of get everything back on track and keep focused, and see what other tweaks I really feel need to be made to really kind of give it all what it needs to be for the flow of the film in general. And after all that, the other stuff I have to offer is a little kind of, as you might notice, I've been trying to increase the presentation of things around here in recent months. I've started adding a little color effect and whatnot, lighting and whatnot, just give a little more punch, give a little more kind of ambiance, just give it something more to it and everything. And I was noticing the last couple of vlogs I've been doing like this and everything, that aside from when I do the Forever Cinematic reviews, I'm in a different position, everything's set up in a different way, and audio never really seemed to have any kind of problems. But when I was down here, sitting down and everything, it felt like the audio was really kind of bouncing all over the place. And so I did invest in some little acoustic tiles and everything to kind of put up on the ceiling here, and I'm going to put a little bit more up in the next day or so. But even just sitting here, I can just feel like it's so much more dampened in a certain way. It just feels like it's a lot more clean, and I was so glad for that, because I just didn't want to have that type of audio bouncing everywhere. And even on the Warriors commentary, which we recorded in this room, really just wanted to create as much of a good, clean sound as I possibly could, and this just seems like it's really worked, because it seemed like it was bouncing off the ceiling the most, and that's really helped a whole lot so far, I think. So, always helping, always trying to get things a little bit better around here. So, just progressing, trying to improve the quality of presentation. Was looking into maybe getting a different microphone, but didn't seem like the cure-all for the situation. This seems like it's helping a little bit, so a little bit of stuff. So invest in that. It's not always just a microphone, not always getting the best microphone. You gotta look at the environment that you're recording in, because that affects everything. You can have the best microphone in the world, but if you're in an echo chamber, you're gonna get a lot of unwanted background and reflection noise and everything. See what you can do. Even if you can just hang up a blanket on the wall, stuff like that. Like here in the room, I just kind of like open up the doors in my closet, and it just kind of absorbs the sound inside there with all the clothing and everything. So just use a little smart sense, because I mean, audio is the most important thing, because you can have you can be shooting in HD quality, but if your audio really kind of sucks, no one really wants to sit there and listen to bad audio. It really isn't. I mean, especially if you're doing a podcast, that's the be-all end-all is audio, because that's all your show really is. On a technical sense, the audio quality is so extremely important. So always bear in mind towards that. If you're producing videos, producing any kind of audio, think towards maybe even getting some acoustic tiles and just seeing where things might be reflecting off of. If you're producing any stuff, really think towards the quality of your audio. Definitely a microphone makes the difference. If you guys, because I've upgraded audio over the years, but always think about the overall package, not just the gear, but the environment that you're shooting in. So, and lighting is also extremely important too. So if you're producing video, get some decent lighting. That's what I've been working on, improving the presentation, and hopefully you guys have enjoyed that. So a little overly rambly on this one, but there's a lot to get into. I feel like I've exhausted and expelled everything I needed to talk about, and it still feels like maybe there's something else I could throw in there, but I don't think there is. But regardless of that, we got the Quantum Leap Blu-ray complete series review that's going to be coming up as soon as I can. Like I said, I got a lot of episodes to grab some footage from to illustrate my points in the thing and do a lot of trimming down of my on-camera review and everything. And this is going to be a beast, but I'm going to enjoy this so much. Give the shit. even if I get even when I get the quest for peace, I'm still gonna enjoy watching Chris Reeve, because I'll definitely get into it when I shoot the whole thing. But Chris Reeve is one of the most inspirational figures that I've seen in my life, because he was a guy who had a fantastic little career, had the injury where he got paralyzed, and just like anytime you saw him, it never looked like this guy ever gave up hope about what he could strive for, hoping every single day that there would be a better end to everything. Unfortunately, he passed away without reaching that end, but he embodied that spirit of Superman so much in his own personal life that I think that spirit just projected so much out to everyone else, that it just such a remarkable thing to look at what he went through, becoming paralyzed and just never giving up hope, keeping that spirit alive, and still even having time to even show up on Smallville to kind of pass the torch on to a little bit of Tom Welling there, to kind of give that little bit of endorsement to everything. So it's like he was still an actor on top of everything else, and still such a great thing. So I'm babbling on for eons here, but you'll get the point when I do this wonderful retrospective. And so I'll have to get to. I got stuff to edit, and reviews and commentaries, and somewhere in there I gotta see Logan. So hopefully I'll produce a review of that. But like I said, it's 3 days, a lot of stuff to get to, a lot of stuff to jam pack in there, and just find the time to not overwork myself and still enjoy myself, but still get as much done as I can. So thanks, guys. I so much appreciate you guys being here every single week or every month, whatever it is, whenever it is I post a video. Thanks for being here, guys. I enjoy seeing that subscribe count keep building up. You'll see, keep watching the videos, discovering stuff here, and enjoying what they see. So thanks, guys. Sorry for the rambly kind of choppiness here, but you know how these vlogs gotta go. If you've seen enough of them, they go on this long. You want to kind of lose it at a certain point, but I'm still trying to give you as much of the good info as I can. So if this was a review, I would have thrown half this shit out when he shot it, but fuck it. Anyway, thanks, guys, for watching. Keep posted for new stuff, and I'll be back soon. So thanks, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.